Yo, what's up guys, it's JJ here. I hope you're all having a great day. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support that I've been getting on this channel. Even the small amount of likes and comments that I've been getting, it's enough to keep me going. I'd love to make a career out of myself with YouTube, so if you're watching this, go ahead and give me a like and hit subscribe, and we're gonna get right into it. So this video is a storytime video about the time that I blacked out in front of my whole family on Xanax. Every single year since I was, I think, a baby, my family has gone to Houston to my aunt and uncle's house to, chill with my cousins and family, and we make a big deal out of the 4th of July. We light off fireworks, we get a bunch of fireworks, dude, it's awesome, and we light them all off, we grill out, eat a lot of food. My parents drink and they never drink. And everyone just has a good time. It's one of my favorite days of the year, and I've been doing it since I can last remember. So we're me and my family, we're planning on going up to Houston, see my family, the whole thing. And I've already schemed on what I'm going to do. I already planned on taking Xanax there. And my plan was, I was just going to take some Xans and watch Netflix and go to bed. I had no intention of getting fucked up. I didn't even really know that Xanax could fuck you up like that. I had taken Xanax once before this and didn't really black out. I remember it was kind of a faded night, but that's for another story. And I didn't really have a negative stigma around it. I just knew Xanax chills you out and feels good, so I'm gonna try it. And the disturbing thing about this is I knew my cousin had a prescription to Xanax, and I already planned on going and stealing it from her. Although she's cool enough, I literally probably could have asked her for some and she would have given it to me, but being the little fucking devious shithead that I was, I just decided I was going to steal it. And what's funny is no one actually knows that piece of information, so this is the first time I'm ever telling anybody this. But yeah, so we go up, we get to my aunt's house, I say hi to everybody, and at this point, I'm just waiting, I'm waiting for the right time, I'm waiting for my entire family to be downstairs so I can go up to my cousin's room and steal her fucking Xanax. And that time comes, everyone's downstairs, they're laughing, they're having a great time, so I go upstairs, and I say, oh, I'm gonna use the restroom, or whatever, I'm trying to sell this, so no one is suspicious of where I am, although no one was suspicious of me, so, you go upstairs, go into a room, I steal Xans. Oh, another thing is she had another random bottle of pills that I didn't know what it was. I think if I'm correct, they were SSRIs, but because I'm a drug fiend, I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna take these too, and I'll Google it later and we'll see what happens. So I got these pills, I put them in a bag and put them in my toiletries, and I go downstairs, and now I'm just waiting for night to come around. I'm waiting for people to start going to bed so I can take these, because, in case I get fucked up, I don't want anyone to see me, right? So I gotta wait for everything to kind of die down a little bit. And I remember me and my cousin's husband went to Whataburger, and it was late, it was maybe 11 o'clock. And this is when I decided to take these Xans. I ate my Whataburger, I popped, I think it was 5 of them, and they were 0.25, so I took about 1.25, no, I took exactly 1.25 milligrams, which, if you don't know anything about Xanax, for someone who doesn't have a tolerance, it's a bit much, honestly. And someone might disagree with me out there, they might say, oh no, it's a good recreational dose. I don't think so. I really don't. And it also depends on how sensitive you are to drugs. Drugs affect people differently, and I'm very sensitive to Xanax. So I take 1.25. Oh, also, I took those random SSRIs. I think that's what they were. I have no idea. I took those random pills maybe an hour before I took these, and obviously nothing happened. I thought I felt my mood elevated or something, but who the fuck knows, honestly. So, take these Xans. I'm just sitting downstairs at the table talking to people, waiting to start feeling anything, and then I start feeling a little tired. I'm like, okay, they're probably starting to kick in. So I go upstairs to my room, I open up Netflix, I don't know what I'm watching, I'm just chilling at this point, and then all of a sudden I wake up the next morning. And so I wake up the next morning and I have no recollection of what happened the night before, but because I have no recollection, I don't think anything of it. I thought oh, I just went to bed and now I'm here. And then I noticed I was wearing different clothes than I went to bed in, which I thought was weird. And I also had these really, 2 weird memories in my head. And one of them was being handcuffed in the back of a cop car, and he has my phone and he's mad at me. And the other one was my parents helping me Like they were like in the bathroom with me and I'm like really sick, but I just thought they were bad dreams. I didn't think anything of it because they were just really, really faded memories. So I thought nothing bad happened. I thought I just went to bed and woke up, but I feel like shit. Honestly, I feel so groggy. I feel disgusting, like kind of hungover. And I go downstairs. It's the morning. I go to my sister and I say hi to her and I sit next to her and like all of a sudden I can feel the mood in the room change, and I'm not even looking around. I can just feel everyone's eyes on me. I can feel this sense of like uncomfortableness going on. And I mean, it just kind of hit me. I was like, something happened. And my dad walked over to me and he's like, "Are you feeling okay?" And I was like, yeah. He's like, "We'll talk about this later." And then instantly it all hit me and I was like, okay, whatever these memories are, they came true. I know this for a fact. Like I fucked up big time. So I just decided to go upstairs and lay down because I'm like, I can't show my face around here. This is way too awkward. My entire family saw me act like a fool or some shit probably. And so, yeah, and what happened was, and most of this was told to me, I do have those faded memories, but all this I'm about to tell y'all was told to me because I don't remember any of this. So what happened is I must have gone outside. I do remember like feeling like I wanted cigarettes, so I think I went outside to go get cigarettes. I went to go to a gas station, and you know, at some point on that walk or when I got to the gas station, a cop saw me just belligerent, you know, super fucked up beyond like out of my mind, honestly. And so he handcuffs me and he puts me in his car and he's nice enough to take me back to my aunt's house, right? And that's why in that memory I have, and I'm handcuffed and he's mad at me. He has my phone in my hand because he's trying to call my mom and dad, and I'm acting so fucked up I can't like give him like the phone number or instructions on how to call my mom and dad because I'm just acting like an idiot. And he's yelling at me and he's angry. But he finally calls my mom and dad. He gets me back to my aunt's house. You know, my mom and dad are outside waiting for me. And let me just tell y'all something. Like, I went to private school, right? I was really sheltered, okay? My parents are hardcore conservative Christians. No other sibling in my family has ever had anything to do with drugs or anything like that. They're all like really normal people. So this is like really scary for them, right? Like, this is unlike anything they've ever seen out of anybody. And it's their own kid. So like, this is scary, right? This is a big deal. And so I get out of the car, I'm super fucked up. Apparently I tried to fight my dad that night, and the cop even offered, he asked my parents if they wanted him to take me to jail. And they were nice enough to say no. But, you know, we finally get inside, and, you know, I'm throwing up all over myself in the bathroom, and I think they help me shower off and get new clothes on me and send me to bed. And I definitely know I made a lot of ruckus, so I woke up the whole house, and I know for a fact that everybody saw me acting like that. So like, this is bad, right? And it was this night that really started me on a really bad track for like another like 5 years, like up until I went to rehab, honestly. Like it was that night that really started some bad shit in my life, because up to that point, you know, I had just smoked a lot of weed. I tripped acid a few times. I took Xanax once, but I've never had anything like that happen to me. You know, most of the time that I've done other like harder substances other than weed, I'd been pretty safe about it. I had one altercation with the cops before, but it was nothing serious. And you know, my parents knew that I was smoking weed, and they didn't like that, but like I don't think like that was like the end of the world for them. But this was a really big deal, and I mean, they made a really big deal out of this, rightfully so. And I'm going to have more stories that will continue off of this that'll kind of relate back to this on like why certain things happened. And I know I'm being really vague, and it's just because I want to save that stuff for the story. But yeah, this was really bad and honestly really scary. And the moral of the story is, guys, is like, I mean, I don't want to encourage anyone to do drugs, but like, don't do Xanax. Like, seriously, if you have a prescription, you know how to handle it responsibly, good for you. But guys, if you're like a recreational drug user, don't do fucking Xanax at all. And I think you hear that from a lot of people, and there's a fucking reason for it. That shit fucks you up. If you're just looking for something to chill you out, bro, like, just smoke some weed, honestly. Like, smoke some weed or do something that doesn't make you, like, Xanax has a really thin line, right? There's like this really thin line that between like having a good recreational dose and like feeling good and then when you like taking just a little bit more, that makes you black out and act like a fucking idiot and do bad shit and get arrested. And like dude, it happens to like innocent people who aren't drug addicts, who don't do bad things. You know, they decide they're gonna take a little bit of Xanax and they take too much and black out and do a lot of bad shit. That shit fucks you up. It makes you a different person. Don't do it. But yeah, that's the time that I blacked out in front of my whole family, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave me any comments about what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.